That's what I came here to do, so I can't be upset. I feel like when I took off at 600 to go, I should have been a little stronger and went with the girls when they passed me, but again, like I said, it was my second one this year coming off injury, so when I saw the time, under 9:45, I was like, hey, I got to be happy.
And no dramas this time, not like London. I mean, you got it well under the deadline.
Yeah, hey, look, first time for everything. Everyone kept asking me if I was going to leave it to the last date, and I was like, that would be August 10th, so that'd be pushing it a little close to Worlds.
Yes.
But yeah, overwhelmed that I got in early.
So what happens now for your preparation between now and Worlds?
Because we went by plan, I'll go off to another training camp in Holland. I'll fly to London first, meet up with the group for about 10 days, and then we'll all go to Holland, get in some really good training with a other colleague of mine, Susan Kaiken, and get ready for my next Diamond League, which is in Switzerland.
How do you feel now? I mean, the last time we saw a lot of you, of course, was the whole Kylie Minogue thing and the whole Eric Hollingsworth thing was going on. So now you turn the page, and you have Craig Hilliard, who's the high performance manager. How do you feel that's going to work out in terms of turning the page?
Yeah, I think, obviously I seem to attract drama, but it's probably because I was living over in the States. I was so disconnected from what was going on, the criteria, which is something I should have followed up on. But like you mentioned, Craig Hilliard has been really good with touching base with all the athletes. He emailed me a few weeks ago and asked what my plans are from here. So I think that's a key, is communication, and I've got a very good coach who keeps me in the loop now, instead of being in a college system where no one really knows what's going on. I think that's a step forward to staying out of the spotlight, and I mean the Kylie Minogue thing, that's something I need to fix. That was my behaviour, so I definitely learned from that.
I think a lot of folks kind of like that, actually. And you mentioned the fact, you did spend all that time at the University of Florida.
Yeah.
Now, is there a culture shock to go from there to here and then back to Australia?
Definitely, but I was very lucky in my situation. I did do college for 4 years in such a structured environment. I had a fantastic coach that, really, really looked after all of us, and kind of where I am now with the situation as a professional athlete, you have to be independent and make decisions for yourself. No one's there to hold your hand. But I did do 2013 as my gap year, where I still lived in Florida, but I was done with school and everything. I just trained with the team. I was assistant coach, so I could help out. But it was just that little bridge from going a complete structure to being out there on your own, traveling around the world. So I think I've done well with that, and I was very lucky with the situations I've been in from then until now.
What's the realistic goal for Worlds? I mean, obviously you want to win the gold, but what do you look at as realistic?
Making the finals. We have such a strong team. Madeline Hine has been going strength to strength in all these races over the past few weeks, so there's no doubt there'll be some Aussies on that final line, so that's where I kind of hope to be. And when you're in a final, anything can happen, so you just compete. Obviously top 8 for me would be magical, but that doesn't mean I don't believe I'll be there. That's where I put myself top 8 in the world.
It may have proved one thing I do now to say, Jen LaCaze.
That is correct. No, I correct everyone. I probably come off a bit rude now because I'm like LaCaze, but it's only because I heard it that many
That's
times.
Right. You could be Brianna Rollins, not Brianna, right?
Yeah, exactly. But people I think do well. It's either that or they spell my name with a J, so I don't know which one I prefer.
All right, well, good on you, and we'll look forward to seeing you at Worlds. Thanks very much for being on RSN.
Thanks so much. Great to talk with you.
Thanks.